What is up, everybody? Welcome in now to week 2 of the Team Foolish League. Yeah, I know, TFL, we didn't even get into cast a week 1 game. Sucks to hear, but just how it was. Coming in here, we're going to have the Team Foolish Red team as they take on Ghost Esports. Don't look at the map count there at the bottom. It's a little bit off. Cafe is going to be map 1, followed up by Border, and then Bank will be our decider if we even make it in that far. Now, I mean, both these teams are doing pretty decent. I don't actually have a pop-up, though, right now, where I can view last week's. However, I do know that they're hosting this one using good old, I believe, Liquipedia. With that being said, if I can gain access, where's OPL? It's one of the two. Nope, not OPL. I think it is Liquipedia. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to find it. Cursed, if you're around, that'd be awesome if you could send that to me. I believe there is Liquipedia. Ha, yes. There it is. So, looking here at the group stage right now, this is Group A. We got Ghost, who is up 1-0. And where is the Team Foolish Red team? Are they not in Group A? No, I believe they are in Group B. There's a Team Foolish team who's up 1-0. They might be Team Foolish Red. That doesn't actually have them labeled, but black is labeled. I know. I'm just kind of sitting here murmuring onto myself because I'm trying to figure this out, yo. Trying to see which team is where. Copy the stream link, go post it in so the boys can see it. Maybe get some people rolling in here. I can't see who who Ghost beat last week. But they're taking 10 points and moving up the board a little bit. Took a 2 maps straight, 2-0 victory. Now there are still a lot of teams who have yet to play the week 1 games, as the Philly land did just go on. We also don't have any statistics in for map picks or players. Oh, man, that one hurts my feelings just a little bit. Oh man, that ain't got me listed on here. Oh man. That one hurts. That sucks. Oh well. Show me the ones with staff. Am I listed there? No. Man, what are y'all doing? I'm in here as a caster and I ain't even getting the staff shoutouts in the Wikipedia. But let's look at these map bans. We don't have any predictions for the teams, as well nobody punched through for those. Clubhouse, Skyscraper, and Night Haven all being pulled off board. One thing to note on all 3 of those maps, they are very, very side over push heavy, not very much into the direct. Whereas our Border, Cafe, Bank, those are more maps where you're getting direct to site pushes. You're not going, you know, the full way across the map. You don't have to actually clear very much. So maybe that's what these teams are leaning into. Because we also see a Chalet, Consulate, and Lair ban. Consulate kind of plays into that factor of direct to site, because you don't need to have full map control. You don't have to take a section of the map to do anything. You just kind of keep pushing through and you're there. Lair, again, another direct to site map. Something that maybe Ghost is trying to avoid a little bit. But Chalet, is that Chalet's their ban? It is. That is a good one to say that is a direct to site. You got to be able to take that map control and work your way over. If you're not taking that top library to push the office or the office to push the library, you're never going to make any footing with these maps. Border kind of can play into that same hand. I mean, not entirely, but I can see it. Okay. There's my, I hope my invite coming in soon. There it is. Thanks, Spare. Well, let's see how these teams played out. 'Cause like I said, I'm hoping to see some good pushes coming. I mean, both teams do appear to be somewhat, talented and smart. Ghost all rocking the same tag in and as each other. That kind of cements that they've been a team for a while. I mean, I can't say all of them yet. We're still waiting on their 5th to show up. But that cohesion, I always see it. The teams with all 5 tags matching tend to play very, very well into one another's gameplay. Team Foolish, though, they only have 2 guys rocking the TF tag. And as the last member of Ghost gets in here, we are prepping to get underway onto Cafe. Let me go make sure that they know I'm ready. Caster is ready. Yep. There's a notification by the Notify Me bot. Good things, good things. There's my own bot going live in my Discord. And the God Raptor's here. What's up, God Raptor? Thanks for the follow, bro. Just waiting for the teams to get in here so we can roll in. Let's go peek back into the Team Foolish Liquipedia section. They do have some pretty solid teams coming out here. Like looking through, what is it? Let's just show all teams. We got Vespa, Crimson Eclipse, Flux, Ferrum, Defy, Cincinnati, Overtake, Corey. Then we got Crimson Eclipse, Dawn, followed by Forenzers, Four Kings, Ghost, Illusion, NXG, Mob Green, Mist, Mako's Goons. Then down below is Organized Champ Tactics, Poker, Run It Back, Team Foolish Black. I think Team Foolish, yeah, this is the team that we're looking at right now. Okay, so they're Team Foolish Red. They're just not labeled as that. U.S. Army Esports is in here, and I mean, they're probably one of the best teams around. I mean, I love watching those dudes play. We got the Owners in Vortex Academy. Looking down here at the group stages, though, I mean, Team Foolish, you know, I don't think they have a win on... Oh, no, they do have last week's win. That's a good thing. Like I said, a lot of games, they're still yet to be played for week 1, so you really can't even base any standings yet. It's still just week 1. Oh, why am I getting an ad? Nope. No, stop making noise. Ghost said wait. Maybe they're having some issues with Moss. I know a lot of people have been complaining about Moss in the last couple weeks. Been a bit rough to get it rolling. So that's probably what we're dealing with now. You gotta hate it. You gotta love it, though. I mean, I'm just hoping that, you know, we get the game going soon. I love sitting here casting to y'all. I love just sitting here chatting. But it's a lot more fun when we're actually in-game going. What's up, Push? I see you. I see you in my stream lurking. What are you doing? And a massive shout out. Thank you, Raptor, for that follow there. I'm pushing ever closer to my follow goals. Which, I mean, slowly getting there. Ever so slowly. I'm trying to see if I can figure out how to... Where to put it? Sure. Oh god, that was loud. And that's Cheat Attack with a follow. Thank you. It's Just Soul from Foolish Red is now readied up. Again, still just waiting on Ghost. Once the Ghost Esports team is here, we will jump in. Ghost Esports will be starting defense of Cafe. I should probably open up this thing, map bin on my phone. And we're going to be diving in now to Cafe, so let's rock and roll. Alrighty. You guys only missed a couple seconds of the banning phase. Oh. Seriously, R6? There we go. Did not want to display. Yeah, only a couple seconds of the banning phase. Really not much. We do see kind of an execute heavy ban coming from these defenders as they get rid of the Rewara and the Ace. I mean, Rewara is a bit of the oddity standout here to me. Looking at these attacker bans, though, just getting rid of the Valkyrie and the Mira means you just hate, I mean hate, any sort of, you know, intel going out to the other team. A Blackbeard being played by Soul, though, I mean, usually that means a full aggression play by the attacking team. If that's what we see here, I'll be very happy. Ooh, buddy, I gotta drop my volume down for myself. Single match, TFL. And we'll get a... Oh, wow. Yep. Another thing I forgot to do. I told y'all I wasn't going to be ready for this one. I just got home. Game Surge G7. Turn off my hair triggers. And now we can cast with it. Seeing we're going to see a Striker and Mozzie both kind of playing a little bit off-site here. As this is more of an aggressive hold to try and hold this. They're going to do everything in their power to deny the upstairs plays. I mean, maybe we'll see Ghost go for some aggressive spawn peeks here. However, double play off this window coming. As we see Nomad and Dokebi setting up. Smart play, though, to keep yourself alive and not take an early gunfight that you honestly don't need to take. Like, yeah, sure, maybe getting that pick there would have been good, but at the same time, so is, you know, staying alive. And Blackbeard not going to be playing aggressive on the upstairs heaven window. They do have Hell Nomaded off by EFAC, and in comes Spare rushing in with the Deimos. Coming through here, he does have Spade close playing on him, as well as flipping over to his right. Oh, never mind. Spade taking that first pick there. I was about to say, they also have Raptor down here just chilling. Play coming from the windows here. Will Raptor jump out? There is not a C4 to even defend against it. So I would not mind seeing it. However, Virgie will find a pick there onto AK. And evening up life count just a little bit. Spade is extremely low, though. Trying for the quick shots, not finding anything. Virgie need a lot of damage there on these window repel. And this defense is kind of starting to dig heels in. Everybody being pushed back towards site. No one even out, out hanging out to roam now. Besides, I guess, the Mozzie, who he slinks his way back through the reading corridor. He is being droned. And the Team Foolish attack just not really gaining much ground. Sure, they have that window, but never mind. His Swin will just swing it and deny it. Eating a lot of this Goyo, or I almost said Goyo fire. A lot of the fire from the Capital. More window repels are coming. He knows he's there. Verge finding a pick on a Swin. Again, trying to even up this life count. He really can't repel in easily. Dokumi needs to come off this window and help his team out just a little bit. Besides just the phone calls that he's making, Fack will find Raptors. Raptor tries to get aggressive with a run out. Clout hitting Verge with that echo ping, but being bounced back and gunned down as Verge is up to a 3K. Azrael will find Spade to close out the round, playing off the windows. And Spare saying good round in the match chat. Tech pause. Whoever's host needs to pause. I'm not host. You guys can see I'm not host. And here it comes. I mean, Team Foolish already kicking that one off, getting super aggressive. I mean, you can't even say aggressive. Virgie playing super aggressive, coming in those windows the way he did. And just trying to open up the alleys, open up some play, and get himself rolling. Now, it was a bit of a slow take coming through there. But without a shield really to play behind, they needed like a Monty or something to drop that red hatch and, you know, expand that foothold they had. They did not have that hit all that game. Or in that round. Now, with this tech pause, I don't know. Maybe it's a Moss issue. Maybe it's a game issue. We do only have a 5-minute pause timer, I believe. So if he's not back in here, we're just rolling without him. Which, hey man, it is what it is. Let's say thanks to the viewers who are out here hanging out. Y'all are cool. What would be really cool, though, would be to continue on with this game. God, I hate just sitting here. Because we're still too early in this season to have, like, statistics to play off of, you know? Too early for really any good information on these teams, you know, who we can maybe root for, who we're going to see maybe emerge victorious in the end. Because there's just, it's not available. Like, you know, we're still just getting in here. Looking at the quick statistics that we do have, though, I mean, Verge being the entry for his team there, doing honestly rather well. But it's, you know, just still kind of, his cost is, for some reason, it's not calculating his kills. That's probably why. I think whenever he left, it pulled his kills away from him. Looking here at the win rates for what this game, for what they're calling for. The game is actually saying, since it's a kitchen setup, you'd want to bring a Fuse because he is a great counter to Kaid. He's great at countering, you know, everybody. He has that little hard breach support, which is great. And he can just rain down death from above. They're also saying maybe bring a Blackbeard. Because you need somebody just to go in there and, you know, be super aggressive. He has that high succession rate at pushing down through and pushing fast. They're also, you know, recommending a striker be brought in this position. Because striker has a super high win rate based off of all that utility. You know, you got to make sure you have a hard breacher. Currently, Foolish does not have a hard breacher in their lineup. I got a feeling we're going to see that change whenever Verge comes back. So, you know, maybe they will. Maybe hard breacher would be pretty decent. I honestly want to say much needed. But at the same time, he's only going to have 3 seconds, I believe, to get onto an operator. Looking at this defense, though, we got a Clash coming out, a Vigil, a Legion. Again, Ghost is going to keep up with that aggression that they brought the first round. I mean, they had a 2-man roam just downstairs hanging out. And will we see that again? I mean, probably not 2-man downstairs hanging out. Maybe they're going to be roaming through. They're going to try and hopefully hold that top floor. And Azuri says he is coming. So hopefully this man hurries himself back into the lobby. I got a feeling Cloud, hopefully, I mean, he is playing the Kaid. So, you know, he's probably going to be our site lockdown as well as Raptor. Assuming that Soul plays Blackbeard the way that, I mean, most people will be playing him in this situation, this will probably be a fast rush in. Now, the Dokkaebi and Ying just kind of assist my theory in thinking of a quick, speedy rush through either main door, or if they get a hard breacher in time, that backdoor rush, but they don't have anything to stop the electric utility. As I'm saying that, we will see Azeri jumping around to Grim, Sense. Maybe Sense will be the pick here. I mean, honestly, if they're planning a fast rush like they did, you know, Sense would be the play. However, Ghost is playing everything they have that would slow a rush down. Between Legion, Clash, and Kaid, Kaid is just going to stop everybody. Clash and Legion, it's their job to keep the push out. Vigil, on the other hand, him and Mozzie make a great roamer duo because they'll never be seen. You know, forget about droning, you'll never catch him on one. With that duo combo drone-hating machine that they have, I got a feeling they either never going to be found or they're both going to get first picked. Virgie makes it in. He jumps himself back into the gridlock. They have no heart breacher utility. And, I mean, we're just going straight in at it. Dipping downstairs. Vigil immediately, I think, going to be running himself up for some hatches. We do have some footholds coming in from Bar. Clash setting up the freezer. And you know what? I'm just going to set up to this camera. There is no head hole support for out here in Bakery. So either A, they plan to just bunker it, or B, they're just going to try and hold maybe the small bakery and prep side. Now, a small bakery prep ain't a bad idea. Kaid now reinforcing all the walls. And honestly, a move that's leaving me dumbfounded because you never see this. I expected Ghost to be the team that brings the aggression like we see in that first round. Now they're setting Kaid up to just kind of bunker. You know, he doesn't want anybody coming towards site. However, with a triple roam hanging out up top, maybe it is best to keep yourself out of gunfights. Spade trying to take an early opening shot there from the side windows, but not actually finding anybody with it. They need to try and hold this vertical above sight. Swind being droned out a pillar now. He's the Vigil, rotating himself down brown stairs. No aggression actually into sight yet. Now, sure, we will hear that DMR of Soul trying to rip down some windows into Bakery. Nomad gonna be droning herself in. Does find the Clash there, and I think that might be what makes the decision of, hey man, we ain't pushing this. Upstairs, we do have the Iona going through, finding a pick onto Swind. Legion in a position where he can maybe get a read for his teammate, but I don't think the actual gunfight's going to swing his way. Gridlock coming down onto the Mozzie. Mozzie picking the kill, though. Evening life count back up. Him and Legion need to work together and double up to take this Iona down. However, Mozzie trying to take a gunfight out here in Pillars. And Raptor eating Spare. That's a good pick for his team now. Up a life. Clow eating a ton of damage there. As Soul makes his way through coat check. Azeri needing to take this vertical as Ram has got to clear out these two roamers. Raptor and Spade just going to be absolutely insane up here. And shots coming down from Raptor. He is actually trying to play the vertical downwards, holding them out of sight. AK playing as this Clash now. Gonna be getting nomaded out of position. Spade is taken down by Soul. EFAC finding Ghost. A down onto Clow. It is now Raptor left in a 1v3. He's got to clutch up and pull at least a 4K for the round. And instead we got Soul hard swinging with that DMR and laying him out. As Zeri puts a question mark because he doesn't know what bro is doing. Team Foolish Red coming out into this game looking hot to back up the trash talk that we seen in the match chat earlier. For those of you at home wondering, oh yeah, there was some trash talking. It was kind of funny. I grabbed my popcorn and watched. It's what I do best. I don't participate, I watch. Wait, pause.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Another kitchen defense coming. Will their upstairs roam be as aggressive, that trio that we seen up there before, to try and slow down Team Foolish? Or will they decide that they need to actually lock sight down? What killed them last time was AK on that Nomad. I believe it was AK. No, I may have been EFAC. Running through on that Nomad, taking sight control, and then clearing the Clash out. I mean, they gave up so much of sight there that it wasn't even funny. However, we do see the bunker setup coming. However, they will do the Bakery extension. Rotate about to be made. They do have Jaegers setting up his ADSs. And yeah, they are now preparing this time to slow down any sort of Nomad push like we've seen on this last one. The attackers now bringing some more utility to try and take on a roam and get rid of that upstairs presence. Spare playing as the Deimos, already making his way up the roof. And again, it's a vertical clear. That's very, very common. Azeri droning out, and they will see the Clash is actually chilling up in Pillar and is going to meet Deimos head on. If they rush to clear Clash out, this could be a very bad spot for AK to be in all by himself. However, he does get away down brown stairs. Back to Spade to help him out. And that is full verticality now gone. The Ram doing her job. Opening the floors up straight above Swind. And Raptor has no rotate out. They don't have anybody to make it besides Clow right now. And Cloud needs to be careful of his vertical and try not to destroy any utility while he makes this. Watching his jump over, and we see the Ram playing it. Will take Cloud down, but I believe he does get the rotate hole made. Virgie taking a ton of damage and then disconnecting. I mean, bro was still in the game. He was still alive. That is now the Monty off the board. Not even a trade out because lag. Or just maybe bad connection. And with the defense now evening numbers up, the Monty gone, they're able just to lock down sight. Doing just that, sending everybody in a good hold position. We do have Soul standing right above this coat check. They need to do something to clear Spade out of it. And now it looks like we're going to see a rotate towards the main bakery door. And an aggressive swing coming in here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ram does have the weapons for it. The sprint down coming from Spare. Nomad has control now of the long angle. And Azeri eating a ton of damage as he swings in. Raptor finding one pick. Soul reloading, dropping in. He needs to find another, or find someone to refrag here. Spare finding Spade. Now down to a 3v3. That is the guy in coat check gone. And hopefully Spare is able to rotate up to help his boys out. Trying to grenade the Clash out of position. Instead, she just now has free reign. EFAC using that smoke canister, thankfully, to rotate himself over. And Soul needs to do something now. He's not in a great position, however. EFAC will come in, finding one. Soul finding a pick onto Swind. And now it looks like TF Red will be walking away with maybe another round. However, AK has something to say about that. Finding one. The new Clash rework coming in handy here, baiting the shield noise. And with 15 seconds left, these guys have got to make a play, but the Fuser is laying out in Bakery. Clash still hiding in prep room. Walking up, Spare is taken down. It's now EFAC. 3 seconds left. Will not have time. He's got to just run for a swing. And will not find it as Ghost take round 3. I gotta say, I think that one came down to that disconnect, clearing their Monty out. That loses that spearhead of your attack. And they just really did not have much they could do there. Last set of bans coming in here. Hopefully we see another tech pause. And that is the Clash and Ram now both off the board. Not seeing any messages. I believe they will actually have to, you know, use a timeout because I think they're out of pauses. I believe the TF team is the ones hosting, so they know this. I'm not even going to use the pause. We're now going straight into the reading pillar room. An upstairs extension coming with AK on the castle. And again, we're just kind of hoping, that they are able to lock down sight long enough for this to go in their favor. Man, going through way more water than I'm used to. Raptor, instead of saving those for his roam, he's actually burning them, trying to take some utility early on. And we have a nice upstairs hold coming from the Goyo. Virgie will get back in, but he is not able to actually pull an operator for himself. A bit sad to see because we were loaded into the round. But between the Goyos, the Castles, and the Malusis, I don't think this upstairs is going to be easy to take. Blitz is on board, though, as I expect probably a red drop to come here. Like, I swear to God, if I see this man hot drop down Skylight being covered by a Nomad, I'm going to die of laughter. Blackbeard also in play. So doubling up on the shield operators, because what's more broken than one shield op? Two shield ops. It only is a bad thing when you have 3, because then you don't have enough guns up to actually support them. But here comes Spare rushing in, taking CS, and immediately popping that Goyo fire. Soul coming through Cigar Lounge. Castle, nah, never mind. Straight into where Malusi's at, though. Impact's coming out from her. Not actually able to land nothing. And we're going to see Soul popping another wall. giving his team some line of sight and the ability to rotate as needed. A player over here playing on the pallet side. They need to get rid of this Malusi gauge, or yeah, this Malusi gadget, and he will. Here comes Malusi though, rushing up on him, taken down by the supportive fire. We will see Cloud go down as well, or sorry, Swin go down as well, and a rotate away by AK. They now have that full upstairs control, taking it very, very quickly with the double shields here. Spare only taking minimal damage, Soul taking minimal damage. And, I mean, just, you know, a very, very fast take. Very coordinated. We look at Soul. He sees one down his hatch. They need to do something now to start taking vertical downwards. You have that upstairs. Spade shotgunning open the wall into the laundry room to try and find anybody who rotates. However, here comes Soul getting aggressive with that Blackbeard, doing his job and being that point man. Raptor walking up on him, Spare eating a couple rounds. The double shields now in play together. AK eating a ton of damage, and Raptor going for the swing, taking a pistol round to the face. Azeri finding AK. Plant coming down from Soul. Spade making him rotate over to maybe assist his boys. Blitz taking even more damage, but still staying up. EFAC finding Raptor. It is now Spade in a 1v, finding Spare. Vertical being opened above, and Azeri pulling, I believe, a 4K flawless attack. I mean, you gotta give it to him. The way that Foolish Red played that round, being down a life and still managing to walk away with it, was a great play by that team. Winning off enemies killed, they did get diffuser planted, and it was a flawless attack for them. That's the game saying flawless, not me. I think it was rather okay. I mean, it was pretty decent. You gotta give them that. It was a decent attack. Where's my statistics at? I don't want that page. I want the other page. Alright. Looking now, we're going to be coming back upstairs to see what Ghost can offer us on the bar cocktail hold. Last time we were here, we seen a double robe from, I believe it was Spade and Raptor. Now, if they bring that setup again, which, I mean, they have the ability to, they have the Striker and the Mozzie again,
10 seconds to insertion.
things could go in their favor. They played very well off of it. However, what's costing them right now is just that KD of the team. You know, nobody is positive. You've got Cloud without a kill, Swind with only one, Spade and Raptor with, or an AK with only two. And I mean, AK did clutch up a round and win it for his team with, you know, only one less death than everyone else. Meanwhile, at the TF Red side of things, we got Soul at 5-2. We got EFAC at 5-0. Virgie, the guy who disconnected for like 2 rounds at 3-1. Spare, the only negative one on TF at 2-3, but he's got the 2 assists to back it, and Azeri at 4-1. I mean, the stats are statting right now. Hearing what I'm hearing, though, we're going to see Azeri playing as the Hibana, trying to rip open as many of these castle barricades as she can. And, I mean, that's a smart play. If you get rid of all the castles in one go, it kind of adds that much phantom pressure that they don't know where the push is coming from. And we will hear it again. The Blackbeard now setting up on the Heaven window. We see Virgie, the Capital, coming over here to the cocktail window. Last time he was in this position, he found a very, very good pick, but eating a ton of damage here. Swind is able to find a pixel angle onto him. I mean, only taking maybe 5 health damage himself. That's a good spot to be in. Spade and Raptor both on that little bit of a roam down white stairs. But it looks like this attack will be more focused on taking this upstairs control and maybe trying to find a top-down push. Without finding red stairs, though, it gets a little bit more challenging. However, the Ying will just jump in, hot drop, taking through, shotgun in hand. Soul coming up onto the Heaven balcony now. And they're taking fast map control. AK taken down by Azeri as Azeri plays, I believe, the window. However, Cloud picking up his first kill, I believe, taking Virgie down. And now Spare has map control. We got Soul trying to come down white stairs to be aggressive. Azeri sitting in the bathroom. EFAC, he does not have diffuser. Soul just died with it. Raptor C4ing below. EFAC still playing windows. And now they're turning this defense into their own. finding Clow as Spare will take Spade with that shotgun. We do have the Echo chilling over here in Cigar Lounge. Raptor taken down by Spare with again the shotgun as Azeri sprints up and finds Clow. They fast dropped, took sight, and made it their own surprisingly quick. That, I think, is just the power of the Belotech shotgun. Azeri said disband as soon as possible. I mean, it looks like the TF Red roster is kind of, I don't want to say making a mockery, but definitely having their wicked way with this Ghost team.
Defenders, protect your bomb.
Allowing 1 round on a mid-round disconnect. Will we see that again? There's a decent possibility. Spare and Soul loving these shields right now, locking them back in yet again as we see a downstairs setup being placed. Again, a nice extension over here into Bakery is what helped them out so much that last time, but not putting any head holes up to try and watch down that long haul to bar side. You know, that Kochek long haul is a very, very nice headset because it gives you the ability to deny a small bake jump in. It denies a walk up from bar. There's so much utility that Ghosts are just not utilizing here.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
As this is the last round of their defense, let's see what they're able to come up with. AK upstairs in Fireplace still setting up. I mean, they're not even pulling any roamers this time. It looks like Raptor and Swind will be trying to maybe hold down the small bake side. As, yeah, we will see AK and Clout locking down inside of the actual kitchen. Spare eating some damage as he drops the hatch. Continuing on, he's got Grim right on his 6. But the vertical plays from this defense could be very, very killer here. Or it's going to cost Mute everything. Because now they know where Mute is. They have him locked down in there if someone's actually watching the vertical. And Soul trying to open up as much as he can. The ram is off the board, so, I mean, defaulting back into the sledge, maybe not the best play. I'd rather see a buck because a sledge is an easy C4 kill. And Azeri needs to have some drones to maybe poke and prod off of. But I think that might be the job of Soul here. If he can start launching Bs, Spare coming down through brown stairs, taking bar control. And there is nobody even over there to challenge him. A C4 coming up on, ripping Vergie. Or Verge. I keep calling him Vergie. It's Verge. But it is not enough to kill him. Live pings on a Raptor. Soul eating damage below. And a Warden almost finding a headshot. That is Swin shooting straight up. Looking downstairs. We see a 3-man setup down here in VIP side. Or Christmas side. Whatever you want to call it. We have the freezer opened up. The hard breach is all they need. That little can opener. Enough to pressure it. And a swing from Clow. However, Spade getting shot down by Soul. Castle eating a little bit of damage. Raptor coming back up now to try and stop any sort of vertical plays. And honestly, they don't seem to be ready for it. AK finding one. Spare finding AK though. Raptor finding Azeri. And oh my god, his hollow sight is what stopped him from seeing Soul, but he will pick the kill up. Now they know that they are down in freezer. He's reloading. Finding the Blackbeard from up above. Raptor up to a 3K. Just has to find EFAC. Instead, he's actually going to hold the vertical here. I mean, holding the vertical might be the smart play. However, Diffuser is upstairs with him. EFAC has got to make a play for it with 15 seconds left. Raptor's now just dropping down into sight. EFAC running up for Diffuser. He needs to actually go for the swing here. But I'm assuming he's thinking the same thing any other really competitive player would, which is he's going to be holding Diffuser with his life. And instead, we've seen Raptor run away from it. Ghost going down 4-2 on the half split for defense, which is a bit of a rough one. Because Cafe is a very, very defender-sided map if played in a smart defensive manner. Clow is pronounced Cleo. Oh, okay. Thanks to God Humble. We're now moving into this split here with a Ying and Mira coming off. Another set of bands rolling in as Grim and Azami are going. So Ghost does not want to attack a changed up map at all. Getting rid of that Mira, getting rid of that Azami means whatever modifications you really want to try and make are going to be a little bit more tricky. And, you know, TF does not want to play against a fast rush. So that Ying and that Grim are gone. Two of the best fast attack operators, honestly, in the game, if you were to get my opinion on it. Which you will because I'm casting. So my opinion is the only thing you need to care about right now. Azeri shotgunning and eating a little bit of damage off of that red pipe. Someone call Super Mario. Your pipes are broken. No, just me? Okay. Let me pull up ye old status boards. Efact and Soul both having a 100% cost rate is a great thing right now. With Soul having a 3, you know, a +3 on his entry KDs. I mean, this man has got to keep his gunny up, and it looks like he might be doing just that as he's playing upstairs right now for this kitchen hold. I mean, I'd like to see him maybe stay up there, but nah, he's rotating himself back down in, and we're going to see Valkyrie going up the 3rd floor. Typically, Valkyrie is one you want to see stay down towards site because she has that C4 she can play up with. Efact going for a spawn peek, but not actually staying there long enough to find one. And Azeri may be going to be playing this vertical. I mean, if they're smart, they stay everybody up on vert here. Spare going for a pick from Cigar Shop and not actually able to find one from the window. As we see some very heavy aggression from the TF team trying to, you know, find some spawn peaks. And Spade going to be leading the charge as this blitz here. They know that there's one up on the piano. That is Spare just laying there chilling. Finding a pick. Refrag by Raptor, though. Good pick for Spare. Picking, you know, probably one of the most important attackers in this scenario off the board. And if you notice, Ghost did not bring a ram. I don't know if they just weren't expecting a, you know, downstairs kitchen play if they didn't drone it. But the fact that there is no ram here is a bit mind-boggling. A call coming out from Dokubi, a pre-fire almost landing from Efact. And he will swing up for another one. Ripping the head off Swind. We're not going to flip over here to Ghost as he is trying to set up to make some vertical. Clow playing as the Flores, but Ghost is taken, or yeah, Ghost Raptor is taken down by the C4 from Verge. AK still just up on roof. Clow is trying to clear things out by himself. And Soul and Efact playing very, very smart together. They know they have numbers advantage. If you double up and play for trades, like it appears that they are doing, then you can walk away pretty victorious. Clow going for his drone, instead swung down by that DMR. Soul being a DMR crutch, apparently. And AK now last alive in a 1v4. They have the wall soft for Freezer because they want to play aggressive off of it. I got a feeling Foolish Red know that they're winning a lot of these gunfights just based off of their gun skill alone and not off of their strategy and play. So they're going to be playing extremely gun heavy with almost everything open, I bet. AK going in for the swing now. There's a guy on white stairs. We got the long swings coming here from the Goyo. And I think that's a Zeri sprinting up with the castle. I mean, they want to come for him. They want to get this kill onto him. And I honestly wouldn't doubt it. Verge trying for a shot with that 44 mag pistol. And instead will be tapped in the back by his teammate. But Soul will find AK as he's rappelling up. Giving him, I believe, a double on that round. As TF Red are absolutely lighting the scoreboard up here. I mean, just look at that one. Oh. There we go. That's the scoreboard popping up in. Assuming it's actually loading. No, it's not going to give me the full scoreboard. Alright, chat. Sorry about that. The scoreboard is broken. Because of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? But hey, it is what it is. Map ban is not great for everything. Now setting up for a reading hold.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And so far, no vertical, but it looks like they may set that up right now. EFAC has yet to die. We need to talk about that. Buddy has put up 8 kills and not even a single death. Meaning, technically speaking, his KD is a 0. You know, he has yet to die, so he has no deaths. No 0. KDA will be a 0. Which, probably the best stat line to have, unless you don't have a kill. That's the worst. 4-man spawn on dog side. They do have a blitz on board, and Spare hitting a double kill off the spawn peak. Letting that DMR sing. And oh my god, almost another one on the Clow. As we see Azeri just gonna continue to type in the chat. It looks like TF Red will be talking a lot of trash after this game. As again, there was a lot of trash talked in the match chat. Starting at a disadvantage, not really much Clow can do. Or Cleo can do, sorry. And, I mean, Swin is also there on the Blackbeard. You have to hope AK can maybe pick a couple kills and they could take some of this map control. But Swin dropping in, eating damage. Or not even dropping yet, just eating damage coming up the hatch at him. Maybe not a good sign of what is to come. Soul and Azeri both playing cams now. We got Verge playing down here in Pillar. And a drop coming in. The track stinger's hitting. That is Swind up there playing it. But he's not actually making any movements. AK taken down by Verge, playing down below. And now it is just Swind and Cleo left in a 2v5. And as he goes to throw the grenade, EFAC will swing, going to 9-0. We have Azeri eating some damage from down or from up above. Cleo, not really much he can do. As EFAC will take his first death of the game to Cleo. And Spare will just spray him down with a DMR as he goes to peek up the hatch. TF Red looking absolutely insane. I mean, this red team is just playing absolutely lights out. They have 3 guys on the verge of double digits, and everybody else on the team is positive. I mean, almost with a 2.0 KD on, well, everybody. Except EFAC, who's going to have a 9.0 if he just doesn't do anything this round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I mean, some stellar plays from TF Red. Moving in now to match point. Let's see if this cockiness is going to get to them. If they're going to continue to maybe pub stomp this lobby. Or what we're going to see. As we do see a, what's her name? God. There's so many operators in this game now. It's a bit hard to keep track of all of them. But we will see the Goyo coming upstairs. Valkyrie upstairs as well, holding down this 3rd floor. We're probably going to see another 3rd floor hold as Azeri's playing Castle up there. Verge last round did beautifully down there with that shotgun on smoke. He's playing it yet again. Hopefully another long angle SMG 12 kill. Or SMG 11 kill. And Swin eating some spawn peak damage. Soul finding Raptor off it. Swin taken down. EFAC trading his life for it. For Cleo to take him out. A run out now from over here by Soul. And it looks like Soul and maybe Verge will both be double peeking this window. Or deciding last minute, hey, that's probably not a good idea. Spare chilling in reception looking for one. As TF Red just want to be aggressive. EFAC now up only at a 5.0 KD, I guess. Just what a game from him so far. And Spare now trying to watch up with a, honestly, one of these strangest angles I think I've ever seen. To watch up that drop down from top, like, I guess, new balcony. A 3v4 is much more manageable than what we've seen them in last round. Everybody in chat, give me an idea of who we're rooting for. Who are you guys here for? Because nobody did any polls. I mean, right now the game is obviously looking favored towards TF Red, but I don't have any idea of who my viewers are. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys like, you know, which team you here to root on? Spade making his way through, getting aggressive, coming up through bar. We got Cleo coming up through Cigar Lounge. We got AK following up through Cigar Shop. And a double swing from Red Stairs. Which could be a bit of a bad thing, though, as AK does find Spare with one, evening up life count. And Soul holding close, Deagle in hand. And we'll go for the swing on AK. Manages to land damage, but taken down by Cleo. Track Stinger's now fallen down towards Azeri. 45 seconds left. They just got to lock sight down. Still a 2v3 now. This one going towards the favor of Ghost so far. And depending on how they choose to play the rest of this round out, this could be Ghost round. Cleo appears like he wants to try and play some damage going down. Spade dropping Pillar is gunned down by Verge. And that is a great pick for their team. Evening up round count, getting rid of Blackbeard, or life count, getting rid of Blackbeard. AK still extremely low. In a one-shot headshot game, though, HP really doesn't matter. But to me, right now, it probably does. And Cleo going for a swing with the baby shotgun. The smoke's hitting. Smoke shotgun rolling up. Smoke is gunned down. Cleo up to a triple kill. Gonna be going for default plant. Azeri finding one. And Cleo's gonna try and stick this defuse here. As he runs up, though, he makes him jump off. And that will lose them the first game here. Cleo's still up, but not enough to bring it back for his team. TF Red pulling map 1 in their favor. And there's that $50 skin. 2.0 KDs for Soul and EFAC. Spare, I mean, quite good for him. Or that's not 2.0, that's what KDs was that? I think there was a 2.0 and then a 5.0. Let's flip back to here and go back to the just chatting screen, just so I can use this moment to update my overlays. Studio mode. Seen as map 2, we will be moving into border. I mean, TF Red just put up an insane, you know, display of gun skill there. There wasn't a whole lot of strategy that could be used besides a lot of, you know, I guess announcing, hey, double up on me, let's go swing this dude. But honestly, you know, having the mentality to say, hey, let's double up and swing them is a play. I mean, it's still a valid thing. You know, you don't see it a whole lot. Let me scroll up and count. This is a map finish for TF Red. I think I have to give them one more that was missed. There we go. And that will be the end of map 1. Like I said, map 2 is border. Let's see what we can get going on this one. Hopefully we will see, you know, Ghost lock it in and bring it back just a little bit. But you never know. Go repost the tweet from Team Foolish. Thank you guys for putting that out there for me. Awesome. And I don't see nothing in the match chat. Minimize this screen that wants to pop up. Let me know the caster is ready. And hopefully we'll be moving into border momentarily. I mean, can I pull the numbers up from that last one? Yeah. EFAC with a 5.0 KD. I mean, he just absolutely backpacked his team right there. Everybody on his team did go positive, which is just another insanely good stat line. And pull it back to just chatting, get out of studio mode, save my PC just a little bit. And it looks like Ghost team is ready. I'm ready. Now we're just waiting for the TF Red team to say that they are ready. Assuming that they say they're ready. I mean, I'd like them to ready up soon. This wait time between matches hurts my face. And thanks to Zeri for the follow. Thanks Swin for the follow. Man, y'all are coming out here and getting active tonight. Why did it just ping again? Huh. Okay. I think that's probably why we're waiting on these guys to say that they're ready. Yeah, they're going to follow the stream. Now they're ready. We're rolling into border chat. Here we go. Okay, during that brief pause there, as we looked over that map, we see the Clash and the Mira band coming, as well as a Ying and Blackbeard band coming. Again, we're going to see Ghost on the defense this time. Not sure if that's intentional or if they were supposed to be, but I thought it was supposed to be TF Red. Either way, we're in the game, so it don't matter. But some good bands there. I mean, Ghost kind of knew what got abused against them last time, which was the Blackbeard, it was the Yang. We've seen the red team absolutely relying on that Yang for some very, very quick plants that they did. And that Blackbeard, I believe he was brought every single round last game. So, I mean, the pick rate is there. He's going to be one of the most played operators. To whoever is doing the stats for Liquipedia, definitely would like those. Like, I'd love to see the ban rates for, like, operators. Like, I know we're still too early in to calculate that, but would love to see it, because I want to see how often Blackbeard is banned here. I know Coast League, when I was casting there, Blackbeard had a 90% ban rate, and a run out coming from Raptor is just running up to place barbed wire, and a Goyo coming over with him as well. Man, you're no fun. I was expecting to see maybe a run out for some headshots. And holy crap, what, 4 followers in a matter of 2 minutes, guys? Thank y'all so much. You just put me over my 460 goal that I had for the summer. I plan to have 500 by the end of the year. Spade being dropped down by EFAC almost immediately. That rush coming towards top square side. And I think they're going for the square control as Wharton goes down. That's Cleo out due to a glass play from Soul. And we're probably going to see a plant coming over here for the office as EFAC is walking them down, finding Raptor. Now wrapping around top square, coming in west side of the map. And ooh, Swin finding a good pick there onto Soul, getting rid of that glass. But EFAC, I think, has too much map control over on his side. And that is not west side, guys. That is east side. I'm sorry about that. As Archives is now within their grasp. As Zeri will be hopefully trying for this plant here. They do have a Monty up to cover it. Swin is gunned down by Verge, though. Good swing from Monty, and here comes the plant coverage, and Spare will find AK with a first pick, or for that pick, giving his team the first round. And again, TF Red immediately trying to set the standard for what they want their team to do. Playing that one off enemies killed. I mean, everybody getting a pick except for Azeri, but that's only because EFAC pulled 2 of them because Pro is just, you know, the cheap clapper 312. I see you. Well, that's a name and a half right there, bro. Thank you for the follow. How many did I gain tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I gained 10 followers in one night. You guys literally single-handedly met my goal for the month. That's awesome. Another upstairs setup coming. Hopefully this one locks it in a little bit better than they did last time. As Armory Archives is widely known as typically one of the easiest sites on Border to defend. Border in itself, though, is typically considered a very attacker-heavy map. which breaks the entirety of the meta of what Siege is. But saying that, again, Archives Armory is the easiest one to do. As here comes Raptor on another run out for that barbed wire. We see the Goyo setting up. Those two things really not having much to deal with the last round. This time, though, they abandoned the Monty play, putting Soul on the Blitz, not even thinking about a Glass. They do have a Sense set up. And if I'm looking at this right, I got a feeling like we might honestly see an Armory side push this time. Raptor eating some damage there through, I believe it was a window, or maybe a shotgun trying to make footholds for himself. And Verge trying to swing those head holes over to where the Doc is sitting. However, EFAC making his way ever so slowly up and through. We'll see the head of Doc taking Raptor down with a first pick. C4 coming though. Spade misses the C4. Finds the pick though. Ripping him with that SMG. Walks himself straight into Blitz. Blitz gunning him down. Spare now running in. Taking map control. However, Cleo is there to deny Spare. And now we're down to a 3v3. The Blitz is still in play. Azeri on the Sense though has a lot he can do to help his team out this map. And Verge needs to try and maybe make a backstab play. What is up, OP Chip? I see you, bro. And my 20 viewers for that moment are gone. Welcome back, the 11 of you loyalists. I believe we had probably a bunch of players in here during the map switch. And a swing here from Swin, standing his own fire to find Verge. And now a smart play from Blitz saying, hey man, if you want to stand in fire, I'll give you more to stand in. And he's also opening up these hallways for any sort of late game plays that he wants to make. Down on lives right now, Ghost does have the advantage. However, Cleo rotating away as AK is being rushed down now by the Blitz. Not a great spot to be in. Shotgun coming out. And down goes AK due to Azeri ripping him with that DMR. Coming in to cover the plant. Plant going down in Africa. Finding Cleo. And more Sense gadgets coming in. Swin gonna go for the impact onto him. The Blitz is still just chilling there. I mean, will we see a revive play? Honestly, I would hope not. Now is not the time to be worrying about being a team player. You got a Blitz staring you down, being a live camera. Azeri finishing his kill into Cleo, and Souls will just lay Swin down, giving Red a second one. Not quite as clean as what we've seen on round one, but still an execute, taking site, getting diffuser planted. And TFR walking away with that one. Ghost needs to just, I mean, I think work on a little bit more of the frag power and the aim. No, Claps. Not 6-7. And Brian Zorano says 6-7. What is the 6-7 meme? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Where did it come from? What is it? Please, someone in chat, explain that. It's not an I'm old thing. I'm not that old. I just don't know where the meme came from. I need the context. So we will see Castle setting up to try and lock this down downstairs. Hopefully we see some aggression holding this upstairs, because you cannot lose that hatch. You cannot lose this verticality. And looking at what we got Malusi over here playing, I don't think they plan to give it up very easily. Goyo hopefully going to join her up there, or they're just doing all this setup to leave. And that is what maybe Goyo will do. The attack coming in here from the east side. And it looks like maybe a top square push. However, the Azami is super aggressive out of her hiding spot. A hard breacher like Ace, which they have on board, would be great to, pop open that wall next to her and clear her out. However, Ace is trying to take a fight bottom square. Smoke is down there and really not one to trifle with in his current positioning. Flashbangs rocking in over Soul's shoulder. Azeri is giving the live pings of, hey, there is one down here on me. And let's see what Spare is going to do as Soul is gunned down by Cleo. EFAC finding Raptor, though. I mean, this man just pulls picks out of nowhere. And Verge will take Cleo out of the game. However, wall bang by Swin. And we're down to a 3v3. Maybe all Ghost needed was to see this map. Maybe this is the map that they like. And EFAC deciding now he's just going to walk people down. He knows where Swind is, but they don't know that Spade is up there on him. Has the live pings down towards site, but again, just not even caring about Spade. Spade is just chilling east stairs. Could have a free pick here, as there's nobody actively clearing him except EFAC, because EFAC is, again, just the only one who really cares that he's there. Spare throwing the drone, which forces him straight into EFAC, because, I mean, you know they were just going to collapse onto him. And AK being shotgunned from up above as he tries to make his holes to enter. Or, well, holes to, I guess, peek and prod. And that is a down in favor of EFAC, up to a triple kill on this round. Swind is now the last alive in a 1v3. I mean, he can clutch it up to win this for his team. Does not have an impact, though. Is being tracked by Deimos. He does have the 90-degree cut play to deny them from running in. And EFAC is just going to go in and plant anyway. And Spare will find him through the wall with that Deimos 44 Vendetta. Which, as we all know, is not a 44. That is definitely a 500 Magnum. How much is Ghost up/down in maps? Ghost is down a map. This is only a BO3. As you can see, the little dots next to the names, if they're black, it is not filled in, it is not scored. If it fills in either red or white, that is a point going in. Looking at this, we will see Smoke and Blitz coming off the board. Man, they just don't want TF Red to have any sort of aggression operators. You know, the Blackbeard, the Blitz, the Ying, all of those people are just known to be good for rushing. And, I mean, TF Red seems like they just want to put this game away. Heck, depending what time this game ends, I might pull a double header and pick up the next game. There's supposed to be one at 9:30. See how that one does. Let's flip through, see if I can find the team. Okay, that's Flux versus Mint, which I think Cards has. Is it Crimson Dawn versus Mob Green? So chat, just going in to maybe book another one. AK eating some instantaneous damage here. I'm not even sure what by, but he's left immediately at 1 HP. I believe those are head angles that Swin Ghost kind of leaves open, or has open. I mean, Raptor left them. I mean, you can't blame Raptor there, but definitely not great spots to leave there. Raptor finding a good pick there as he finds Spare up to a double, or Swin up to a double as he finds a Zeri. And this Goyo is coming for heads. Verge has the ability to maybe jump in on one. Soul lining right up where his boy just died. I mean, is that a spot you really want to stand right on your buddy's corpse? Site is down here, Ventilation Workshop. And we got Fenrir who's just chilling. Everybody now trying to lock down some control here and just, you know, prep and wait. Goyo going for the jump out towards the Monty. Instead, will almost fry Soul down as Soul doesn't even land a shot onto him. Swin opening up that east side wall now, giving himself a rotate over in case he wants to try and backstab this Monty here. And they don't know where Raptor's at until, just now. Maybe a bad play from Raptor to shoot there, because these attackers now know that there's two. If they would have only thought there's one, maybe he could have got away with something sneaky. Laying down, hitting a couple bullets into Monty. Monty is now prepping for everything. and will go for the swing, finding Swin, continuing on to fight towards Raptor. Raptor blocks his way out, is now just going to run out. Swin is finally finished. Raptor coming back in now to the other side of the map. Does survive, does pull his life away. 45 seconds left as AK gets wall banged by Soul off a good live ping from whoever 3 is. Which I can't see that. But W support work, and Verge is taken down by Raptor, up to a double pick on this one as he tries to beat an aggressive Monty. Soul playing off of his Grimbees now, going for a swing up towards Raptor. Raptor playing extremely smart, tucking himself as hard as he can, swinging last possible second for a 3K as he will find Soul, giving his team a round. Ventilation Workshop going towards Ghost off of enemies killed. Oh, excuse me.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Had to go DM another caster. Now with the Archive Armory defense coming again. Last time that they were up here, it was a little bit rough. Yeah, they didn't hold quite as well as they should have. I believe it was 2 rounds straight for that. Coming back up here after winning 1 though could shift the momentum towards their favor. This could be something that's maybe, you know, snowballs and spirals in for their team. Castle setting up a little bit different than the usual. And let's hope that is for the better. Of course, we're going to see Raptor and Swin go for their typical setups here of a Goyo and a set of barbed wire. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to sneeze in you guys' ears. And with the Monty still on board, we're going to see him trying to take this top east. The same thing he's done pretty much every single round that he's been on here. Walking him down. We're going to see Spare actually get tapped by Raptor. A nice little cheeky boink of that MP5. Getting Spare off the board. That is actually a very important operator. He says Flores gone. Not that he has much to destroy on this map. But still, it's never good to lose. That AR-33 is pretty good. And those drones are just insanely good for utility. They now have the holes made to try and walk down on this Goyo. And I mean, I'd like to see them hopefully get rid of them. Soul still just chilling out here. The top of the bus stop. Hopefully able to find something. I love a good glass play. Efac setting up a long angle for this castle. However, I don't think he knows how close the mute is actually chilling to him. As the attack stalls out and grinds to a halt. They really have not much area that they can move to. However, that won't stop Verge from pushing down and taking his way through offices. A mute is on board, so they will not be able to rip open the wall onto Cleo. And if we look over here, we're going to see Swin coming up for a roam. Almost finding a Zeri. Verge will find AK, though. Swin is taken down by EFAC as he goes for the rotate. Now, body count is in favor of these attackers, and we're going to see them start to get a little bit more aggressive. As the Monty makes his way over, the Heart Breach charge is hitting. Warden losing his shield, and Monty walking up on him. Saying, hey man, screw it. Giving the live pings. Warden is gunned down. EFAC is C4'd. Soul will go in. Raptor is found by Azeri. Spade is blown back by those charges. Almost wallbanged by Verge. And the smoke grenades boosting the power of that glass. And he will find him through the smoke. The executes from this TF Red team have been honestly pretty decent up on the armory side. The rest of the map they can get a little rocky at. But Archives Armory, or Armory Lockers, whatever you want to call it, that is theirs. Moving downstairs now to Bathroom Tellers. You know, Ghost did win downstairs last time they played it. I hope that they're able to lock it in again. Extend this night out just a little bit. Pull some rounds in your favor. Don't give TF that much of a round count boost. Because, oh man, they're going to climb up the standings. You know, if you're a Ghost player right now, you guys won last week. Even if you can't win it out this week, at least take a map in your favor. Keep that round count alive.
Wall secured. Swapping mags.
Your stitching is incredible.
School is for people who prefer to listen.
Alright.
I prefer to take action.
Cards is down in his caster room. Let's see. Raptors set up here and break. However, we're going to see AK gunning Soul down as Soul tries to immediately push in. Very hard direct take that they got coming in here. Verge all by himself over in Passport. Azeri holding the long angle. And EFAC trying to spray Raptor down up above. Raptor being that top-down player that they need. And Spare coming up through server room. Did hit that beeper though, so they know he is nearby. They just don't really care that much, I don't think. However, AK is set up to hold it. Raptor now being forced to rotate and move around. We're going to have Swine go for a swing here, just trying to shoot that barricade for himself, buying some time for this defense. And really, that's all Raptor and Swin can do, is play together and play this time. For TF Red, though, they are down on lives. They've got to maybe get an easy pick or two in their favor to guarantee some equal footing in this map. Azeri coming in, hacking as much as possible against these Malusis is going to be great, but I don't think he's even found one yet. The zombie barricades coming into play. Spare finding that pick there. Spade taken down by EFAC, and we're going to see Raptor dipping away as fast as possible. Raptor is taken out. Spare now left at 1 HP. Swin does get away without even taking a round to the side. And Spare in now a bad spot as Cleo goes for a swing, taking him out. 2v3. Attackers now dropping down the site. Verge going for the plant. Azeri covering close. We got EFAC playing upstairs. Cleo finding EFAC though through the vertical. The Monty is taken out. Cleo up to a triple kill. Last time we seen him do this, his team went off. And the diffuser is being grabbed. And Azeri has nothing he can do. He can't get around the time. Goes for the wall bang. Does not find Cleo. And diffuser is pulled by Ghost, giving us another 4-2 split. I mean, diffuser being destroyed is quite the way to close out a round. Rotate was made for Olympic hurling. What the F, says Azeri. I mean, hey man, not their fault. Looking at the entry KDs, we got EFAC, who is up by 1. He has 2-1 on him. Nobody else on his team has one except for Souls, who's actually -1 on entries. AK and Spade, I mean, they're the, you know, the high and the low. We got AK up 1 and Spade down 1. 1-0, 0-1. However, Raptor and Swindle both, or Swind both finding them, but also losing them at a 1-1 differential.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And now we're going to see TF Red bring out their defenses. Immediately EFAC bringing out our good old Lord Tachanka. I mean, there's not much stronger than a Tachanka besides a shirtless Tachanka. And it looks like they're going to be very strongly holding this pillbox here. And really, it doesn't appear that they're actually... Oh, never mind. They do have Mira set up. Let's say, are they going to try and hold over here? But no, they are. A good setup in the break room. Castle barricades coming into play. Again, Blackbeard and Ying pulled off table. We're going to see a Zombie and Warden pulled off table. I mean, I don't think you're going to have a flash-heavy lineup. You losing that Ying. However, flash grenades do just as good. A push through for maybe the armory side. They do have head holes ripped open. And Fenrir is standing close, tucking himself into maybe what could be a suicide hold. As another drone finds him, he has to know the execute is coming. Twitch DMR out on his rappel. We got Grim trying to come through the castle barricade. Nobody in a position to actually respond to that. Spare eating a ton of damage off that Flores drone. And we'll have Cleo finding a Zeri with a good first pick. Ghost could be back into this game, ladies and gentlemen. And Spade rushes down onto Spare. 3v5 now for EFAC in his team. Soul finding Spade. Forced to rotate. EFAC being pushed over by the Flores drone. He does have Cleo standing right at his door. The B's coming in onto Tachanka. And Tachanka just saying, okay, I'll fire my way out of here. And they swing, but Verge is standing right there to deny the swing. The revive coming up. EFAC going for a re-peek that over towards Swine. And Swine is gunned down by Verge. Verge holding his teammate's life like it is the most important thing in the world. And right now, it absolutely is. Soul could come over here for an aggressive swing out to try and come down this long hallway. However, we've got Twitch and Thermite both walking up on each other. The Twitch going to sprint in straight onto EFAC. EFAC there. SMG holding close. And now it is just AK. Last man in a 1v3. I see Brian Zorino saying a Ghost is kind of chalked right now in my chat. And honestly, I'm going to have to agree with him. A swing from EFAC does not land. Verge almost losing his head there to that Thermite 556 AOR. Does not though. Thankfully the mirror stays up. I mean, depending what team you're rooting for. And that Vector she has may have low damage, but has high rate of fire. And it shows right there, landing the headshots to give Foolish Red one more round into this map. 2 left if they just want to close things out. Their defense did get poked and prodded through a little bit hard there, though. What delay do you have? 3 minutes. Oh, Curse only wants a minute or 2 minutes? I could do 2 minutes. I don't know what Zorn is saying, but he says thoughts in foyer, and that's cool. I don't know what language that is, bro. All I can think of is playing that Ghost Hunter game. Wish I can't even think of the name of that game right now. But Spare gonna be maybe trying for a spawn peek here. There's only one person to find, and Habana is actually pulling a rotate away. A push coming towards the east side, and that is the Blitz. Oh, he must be a Ghost fan because he said, I see it. Yeah, it's a paranormal activity thing, yeah. There's thoughts in the foyer. Verge playing the east stairs with the smoke. This is the way I like to see a smoke be played. Kind of, you know, super aggressive and up and in your face. And, I mean, they're just wanting to lock down upstairs. This time, you know, I mean, it's a bathroom teller's hold. But they're holding down up top very, very well. As a Zeri, the Mira will be coming over for a swing. We're going to see EFAC pulling off a nice kill there on the Raptor. Getting rid of that Lion. A big utility piece gone for any sort of late game executes. And these Miras up top here are just going to be probably the most annoying thing they have to deal with all game. And Ella now coming up to reinforce her mans. I guess her womans, as it is the Mira standing up there. As Mira goes for an aggressive swing. Spare finding Swine. We're going to see a C4 come out here, downing Spade as Azeri picks the kill up. And now it is just Cleo and AK. AK coming up through archives. Cleo standing in armories. And Cleo will be gunned down by EFAC, who's up to a triple kill. And a swing from Mira almost landing as AK is actually going to pick that kill up. And EFAC almost like wallbang onto him. Now just watching out his window because he can. It's a 1v4. These defenders are going to swing everything. And Ghost will be ripping rounds up to him. EFAC just kind of chilling there. A swing coming from Spare. Spare running out after him. I mean, he has that secondary SMG. That recoil is kind of hard. Will he find a pick here onto the Ella? A jump out from smoke as EFAC drops him for a 4K on that round. EFAC now at a 13-5. What a round there. Team Foolish Red now up into match point. And let me go respond to this guy. I had to go respond to somebody in my chat. He says, I think AK Ghost is stream sniping. Good sir, I want you to understand there is a 3-minute delay here. We are professionals. So, there's not a chance that he could be stream sniping. And if he is stream sniping, why is he 3-7 with his team down by a map and 4 rounds? Match point underway. Let's see what the TF Red roster is going to bring us. There's a Vent Workshop hold. And are we going to see EFAC run out? Oh my god, we will. Will we see a massive run out? Will it be thwarted quickly? Here it comes. 1. Almost 2. Spade left at 1 HP off of it, though. And Soul saying, by the way, y'all can't be running drone skins. Yeah, drone skins are a big ban, by the way. Spare finding a kill on the Spade just as he throws his drone out. We do have Raptor coming in towards... Ooh, I was about to say towards Armory, but there's a Zeri there with a C4 to shut him down. As Zeri says GG because he already knows it's over. Swin getting swung by Verge, and I believe that was Soul there backing him up. Now AK goes making his way through, coming into the archive side, and Cleo says those are rank strats. Sir, if they're rank strats, they are working. As Azeri will swing in on AK Ghost, clearing the rounds up 7-2, as we will see Team Full of Shred taking map 2. A 7-2 victory. A 2-0 night tonight for them. And let's see if we can get anybody in for an interview. Yo, anybody want to interview? I'm taking that as a serious no. Once. I don't think they want to interview. I think they just want to go talk their trash. Kings, come talk your trash in the interview. Because it boosts ratings. There's people here who want to hear what you have to say. You know, jump in the Discord call. Can I get anybody in? Everyone immediately got off for the night. Yeah, they just want to come in and I think talk their trash, I think. But Yeah. TF Red closing things out 7-2, 7-2. Seems like these teams have a history of playing each other, and it went about the same. For all my viewers here tonight, I just want to give a massive shout out to y'all. Wouldn't be here without y'all. Wouldn't be here without Team Foolish bringing me in as a caster, bringing me in to cast this league, bringing me in to actually cast a lot for their org. So just a massive shout out to them. Thank you guys. It means the world to me. Thank you guys who are out here supporting me to the, 10, 12 of you who dropped follows tonight. Thank you for that. And we got
Hello?
Soul in here. Soul, what's up, my
What's
man?
up?
Mentality for that game. How y'all feeling?
Pretty good. We knew going into it that we were a lot better than that team.
All right. So y'all just had that confidence on the shoulder already.
Yeah, pretty much. We started the game taking it a lot more serious. Didn't know if they had improved since the last time we played them, but we realized that we're still a lot higher level than them, so we started doing some crazy runouts and stuff.
I could tell, especially during map 3, whenever that kind of comp mentality went out the window and it was just kind of swing or be swung meta.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so anything like from the game you want to shout out, like any hot key moments, any give me some of the good comms that y'all had going.
Well, we had shot called a lot of strat. We were just kind of making our strats up on the fly. We don't really have set strats on those two maps. I can't really think of any key moments, but most of the strats we did were just on the fly from our IGL.
Who's the IGL of your team?
Spare.
Ah, okay. Now, at one point during map 1, I think it was EFAC was up 9-0. Was he was
Yeah.
he getting hyped, or how was he feeling?
Yeah, he was just saying he's just running around challenging all these guys and he can't die even when he tries to.
All right. For the most part, he was right. Who are you giving MVP to tonight?
Definitely EFAC.
Definitely
He was
EFAC.
hot frag both games.
All right, that's understandable. I get it. Now, what was I about to say? I had something in mind I wanted to ask you. Any like words for the other team? Like, be nice, but you could challenge if you want. I don't care.
I'd say just get a more structured strat and play trades more. There wasn't really a lot of times where we got traded when we got a kill, and we got a lot of opening kills.
I did see a lot of times where trades should have happened and just didn't.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for stopping in for the quick interview.
Yeah, thank you for the interview.
Yeah, y'all, like I said, y'all did amazing tonight. I was genuinely, I don't want to say genuinely surprised, but definitely caught me off guard the way that you guys came out and just started gunning out that whole game.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate it.
Yep, hey, we'll see ya.
I see you. Thank you for casting.
Yep, thank you. Alright, chat, that's a quick interview with them. Again, thank you all for coming out here to support me. It means the world to me. I'm signing.